Okay, next one is from Don Kekon, and the subject is Daniel Bryan covering for CM Punk. Disco. It was reported by Meltzer that the original plans for Daniel Bryan was that he was going to debut in later September for AEW, but then plans have now been sped up and he will instead possibly debut less than 3 weeks after CM Punk.
Yep.
Do you think that these sped up plans are maybe AEW in a way, seeing that Punk debut really didn't have the impact they thought it would? Plus, even if it isn't, wouldn't two big debuts so close to one another cancel each other out? And before the other two jump in saying that it has to do with the New York mask mandates, Chicago had them too, yet Punk still debuted. While I'm here, how come Mark Channels can get interviews with legit WWE and AEW stars like Roman Reigns or CM Punk, yet you guys are interviewing Mike Durbin about Camille versus Chelsea Green? That's a good question at the end, because we're very critical of some of the companies, so they don't give us their talent.
Plus, we hear from a lot of listeners that say they prefer the show when it's guestless.
Really?
So, yeah.
Interesting. Well, that is good.
I haven't needed a.
Let's be honest. Okay, what were our numbers with Mike Durbin last week?
The same or
was
over?
it like 0.0? Was that range?
We're going up in all categories.
Did all the Get My Go fans watch the show this week? And
probably more than once.
Because literally, Mike, when you book Mike Durbin, that show could literally draw dozens. Next is from.
Wait, you didn't answer the question.
What was the question?
Was it a mistake to debut Bryan so soon after Punk?
I think so. I just say, bro, like I said, that they didn't. All these guys that they debuted, that you didn't start with your best stuff. Like Punk, you didn't start with what could have been your best stuff. Then I don't. Well, we'll see. I have
no problem them debuting him that close together, 0.
Yeah.
But I always end the Darby match we thought was going to be good, and it was.
Right.
But I just thought he should have started with like Omega,
right.
for the belt, something hotter.
Punk came in and there's no heat yet.
Right.
There's no heat. The heat is he's getting attacked by the NXT guys.
Right.
That's not heat.
Well, they brought them in.
I actually had people scratching their heads, going, "Why is he fighting with these guys?" That's a mistake they made. They made a mistake with Punk.
They brought them in differently because Punk's story is kind of like, I want to work with these young whippersnappers and all that, and Bryan apparently is coming in and going, I don't want to do that. I want the belt. So. They can't do the same story with both of them chasing the belt. So Bryan.
What I'm wondering is because if this guy Adam Cole joined the Elite,
yeah,
then I'm assuming they're starting some sort of babyface faction with
Bryan
Daniels and Bryan and who knows who else.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
Luchasaurus.